heck? Bring that in a little bit. And good afternoon, everyone. It's time for Strat-O-Matic baseball. Hell yes. April 24th, the Philadelphia Phillies at the Cincinnati Reds. The second of a short two-game series. I'm guessing with this being a weekend series, there's probably a rain out in there. Who knows? It'll all work out by the end. This is Spokane Steve, wishing you all a good afternoon and welcome to the game. Today we have two right-handed pitchers with very high earned run averages on the mound. Ray Culp for the Phillies, 5.04 in 12 starts. Sammy Ellis for the Reds, 5.29 in 36 starts. So on the surface, looks like we might have some runs scored today. Crosley Field, just over 7,000 in the house. We'll get to the starting lineups here in just a second. I've got some coffee going. Very interesting live game on Jeffrey Guterman's channel this morning, if any of you caught that. Playing Mike Terranova. Here's the Phillies lineup for you. It'll be Johnny Briggs leading off in center field. Dick Allen is at third base. Bill White at first base. Johnny Callison in right field in the cleanup spot. Doug Clemens will play left field today and bat fifth. Dick Grode is the shortstop. Cookie Rojas at second base. Clay Dalrymple will do the catching and hit eighth. And Culp will bat ninth. For Cincinnati, it will be Tommy Harper. Harper's in left field today. He's been playing center. He's better in left, a 2 as opposed to a 3 in center and right. He's the leadoff man. Blazing speed. Tommy Helms at second base. Pete Rose at third base bats third today. Vada Pinson in center instead of right, hitting cleanup. So the Reds changed their outfield alignment a little bit. Tony Perez is at first base. Mel Queen will be in right. This is just a placeholder. We'll be using the Mel Queen printed card from the Windows game, the computer-only card. Leo Cardenas at short. Johnny Edwards will do the catching and hit eighth. Sammy Ellis hits ninth. And welcome Gary and welcome Mike. Good game today, Mike. And hell yeah, why not? Let's play ball. We're ready to rock here as John Briggs steps in from the left side. Sammy Ellis gets the sign from Edwards. The pitch to Briggs is a 6-9 to the left-hander. Fly ball to center field. That's going to be playable for Pinson. Runs that ball down easily, and there's one down. Trying to readjust my eyes now to the light in the cards as Dick Allen steps in. And good afternoon, Bob Cole and Franklin. Ellis into his windup now. The pitch to Dick Allen is 6-12 to the right-hander. That's a ground ball to second base X. That'll be Helms, a 2E16. Here's the play. On a 15, Helms makes the play and throws him out 2 down. With 2 away, Bill White will be the batter. White and Allen tied for the team lead in runs batted in with 13 apiece, and they're batting in the 2-3 spots in the order today. White, a left-handed batter. The pitch from Ellis on a 5-9 struck him out. 1-2-3 go the Phillies in the first. And after half an inning, it's Philadelphia 0, Cincinnati coming to bat. Let me see if I can... I'm having some blurry vision today. And there's Gary. He's for Philadelphia today. Boy, I can't get it tuned in. I'm going to have to... I can get one more level of brightness out of that light. And greetings, Joel, and sorry to hear that. Not so much missing the game, but the shoveling of the driveway. I hate that. Okay, here's Tommy Harper to lead things off for the Reds. Right-handed batter. Culp into the windup. The pitch to Harper, a 6-9 to the right-hander. That's a grounder to third. That's going to be Dick Allen. Throws him out, 1 down. Here's Tommy Helms now. You know, Mike, I've been using Sustain on my eye doctor's recommendation for dry eye. That seems to be my issue, the dry eye. What I really need is for those new reading glasses to come in. Haven't heard from them yet. I thought I might by the end of this week, but now it's looking like maybe not. If they come in by tomorrow, I'm not going out anyway, because tomorrow we're looking at a high of 5 degrees here in Spokane. It's currently 27. Fairly light outside, however. We're supposed to get some snow, and there is none. They still keep saying snow will come, but now I think they're just predicting the same thing every day until they get it right. So here's Hill. Culp's delivery is going to be a 3-6, and he grounds it to the pitcher. Culp has it. Throws him out, and 2 down. I have to start picking up these cards to look at them today. Let me try one other thing. Let's get Rose's at bat going here first. That's a 6-9 to the left-hander, and he strikes him out. So 1, 2, 3 go the Reds, and we're scoreless after 1. I'm going to close the blinds in the dining room. We'll see if that makes any difference. As we move along to the second inning, it will be Callison, Clemens, and Grote due for Philadelphia. Here's Sammy Ellis now. Into the windup. The pitch to Callison, a 6-6 to the lefty, and he walks him. So a leadoff walk to Johnny Callison. Asterisk 15, Ellis a +1, Edwards a 0, so at a 16 they will hold him on, and that will make him a 1 through 14. And with Clemens up, he's going to try for the lead. 3 through 6, he's caught on a 9. 3, he's got it. 1 through 14. Here's the throw from Edwards. 7, Callison has stolen it. So stolen base, Johnny Callison. The next pitch to Clemens. a 2-9, struck him out. Second strikeout of the game for Ellis. And here's Grote, right-handed hitting shortstop. Here's the pitch. It's a 4-9 to the right-hander. High fly, but nope, that's going to be a weak. High fly ball settles in for a long single. That will drive in the run. So let's look at that again. 4-9. Single for a weak batter. That will be a single, double the asterisks. That scores Callison, who got himself into scoring position with the stolen base, and it's 1-0 Phillies. The Phillies 8-2, just one game behind the Dodgers in the National League. The Reds come in with a 2-6 mark. Here's Rojas now. One down. Let's check Grote's running. Grote not a threat to steal. Only a 1-10 runner for Grote. Of course, he was a little older by 66. That could be it. The pitch from Ellis, a 6-4 to the right-hander. That's a fly ball to center field X. That's going to be Pinson, a 2-14. Pinson ranging to his left. There's the play. On a 16, he makes the catch. Runner will tag up in advance. That was a deep fly ball, enabling Grote to tag up and go into second. So you don't see that too often, a runner on first tagging up. I often felt that more runners should attempt to try that, but they don't. Two away, runner in scoring position, and here's Clay Dalrymple now, left-handed hitting catcher. The pitch from Ellis, that's a 3-11, and grounder to second. Routine for Tommy Helms. Over to Perez, and that'll do it. But the Phillies get a run on one hit and leave a man. And we go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Phillies. Anybody's guess as to how long these two starting pitchers will last? It'll be Pinson, Perez, and Queen for Cincinnati in the bottom of the inning. The windup, the pitch. It's a 1-7 against a right-hander. Grounder down to second base. That's going to be Cookie Rojas. Fields it cleanly, throws him out, one down. And here's Tony Perez now. Reds using a rotating system at first base this season. Coleman, Perez, Lee May. Here's the pitch to Perez, a 5-8, triple to 3. He's going to settle for a long single on that, and Perez is aboard with a one-out single on the first hit of the game for Cincinnati. And here's Queen now. Again, that card, pitcher's hitting card, simply a placeholder. We'll bring the Mel Queen card in now. Left-handed batter, he's a weak. Queen pitched and hit in 1966. He had two cards, both computer only, of course. He didn't play that much. Colt from the stretch now. Pitch to Queen on a 1-4. He draws the walk. How about that? Perez down to second. Seems like this thing's just a little off. So Queen aboard with the walk. He's a 1-12 runner. Here's Leo Cardenas. Culp in a bit of a jam here in the bottom of the second. From the stretch, pitch to Leo on a 2-6, high fly ball to left field. Back goes Clemens to the wall. It's gone. 3-run homer, Leo Cardenas. Holy cow, Cardenas a 2-6 against the righty. 1-15, the roll is a 15. And the Reds take the lead 3-1 on a blast by Cardenas. And I think, give me a minute here. I normally don't spend a lot of time on this kind of stuff, but now something's popping into my mind. All right, where is it? Well, yeah, they definitely had a rain out. That's what I thought. In game 1 of this very series, Cardenas had a 2-home run game. Drove in 3 runs. Phillies won 6-4. So Cardenas now, with his 3rd homer in 2 games, puts his team ahead. Holy crap. Here's Edwards now with 1 down. The pitch from Culp on a 4-8. He walks him. Edwards takes first on the walk. Here's Ellis now. Ellis, a left-handed batter. He's also an A bunter. We're going to let the dice decide infield in or back. 1, 2, 3, it's in. Infield in, he's a B, and he's still going to lay it down. And here it is, a 3 on a B. And he beats it out. Holy crap. Ellis beats out the bunt for a single. Edwards to second. Would you look at that? So they played the infield in, and Ellis still able to beat it out. And Culp is really in a jam now. 3 runs in already. First and second still only 1 away. And Tommy Harper is the batter. The pitch to Tommy Harper, a 1-6. Grounder to short, that's going to be 2. Grote has it, feeds Rojas. 2 White, double play. And that'll retire the side. But the Reds come up with 3 big runs on the 3-run blast by Leo Cardenas. And after 2 complete, it is Reds 3, Phillies 1. Just getting started here on a Thursday afternoon. Oh, Grote and Grody. But that's funny, Kurt. Yeah, he tried to be a two-way player. But you're right about that. He was certainly no Ohtani. Although Ohtani is going to be a one-way player for at least a year. Here's Culp now. Right-handed batter. As we get ready to go here in the 3rd inning, Culp steps into the plate, and Ellis gets his sign from Edwards. And here's the pitch, a 4-7 to the righty. Fly to center field. That's going to be a can of corn for Pinson. He puts it away, 1 down. Johnny Briggs, the batter now, 0 for 1. Ellis with the pitch. That's a 6-8 to the lefty. Grounder to second base X. That's going to be Helms. Tommy a 2E16 as he ranges behind the bag. Here's the play on a 1. He can't get it. That's going to be a single. Oh my goodness, that would have been a tough play for anybody. Only a 1 could make that play. And Johnny Briggs aboard with a 1-out single. Briggs, of course, 1 through 14 base runner. No threat to steal. And here comes Dick Allen. Allen 0 for 1. Ellis from the stretch now. The Pitch to Allen is a 1-5. Homer to 3. That's a fly ball to left field and deep. Harper back and makes the catch for the out. On a roll of a 19. 1-5 homer to 3. 19 fly ball to left, 2 down, and Bill White will be the hitter. And here's the pitch to Bill White. It'll be a 2-12, and he draws the walk. So a 2-out walk to White. Briggs goes down to second base. And Johnny Callison will be the hitter. Callison walked and stole second his first time up. Came around to score. First and second, 2 down. From the stretch now. 5-6 to the left-hander. A single to 6, but that liner is going to find the glove of Tony Perez, and that will do it in the third. No runs, a hit, 2 left. And we head to the bottom of the third, 3-1 Cincinnati. You know, Franklin, I don't know where it comes from. It's something I've heard since I was a kid. You don't hear it much anymore. Where did it come from? I think we'd all be interested to learn. Ray Culp gets loose for the bottom of the inning. It'll be Helms, Rose, and Pinson for Cincinnati. Culp into the windup now. The pitch to Helms, a 3-2. He hits him. Oh my God, Helms is plunked. And he'll take his base. Culp really battling his command here this afternoon. I cannot believe that was intentional. And here comes Pistol Pete, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Switch hitter batting left from the stretch now. That'll be a 2-4. A liner speared by Grote. Soft liner into the glove of Grote, 1 down, and here's Vada Pinson. Pinson grounded to second his first time up. From the stretch now, here's the pitch. It's a 6-3 to the left-hander. That's a fly ball to left field X. That's going to be Clemens. He's a 3-6. And here's the play. On a 2, he's not going to get that. That's going to be a double with a 2-base advance. So a double by Vada Pinson. Helms will hold up at third. Second and third, 1 out, and here comes Tony Perez. And the Phillies are going to bring the infield in. I know it's only the third inning, but they're down by 2, and they don't feel they can get down by any more here. Perez singled his first time up. A 5-7 to the right-hander, and he walks him to load the bases. Oh my goodness. Bases loaded and 1 out. And here's Mel Queen on deck. Well, you know who's on deck. Leo Cardenas. So Culp in a real jam here. He's given up 4 hits, 2 walks, and hit a batter. Here's Queen, left-handed batter. He walked his first time up. Culp, the full windup now. It's a 2-8. Grounder to second. That's going to be 2. Rojas to Grote to first. Double play. So the ground ball double play bails out Culp here in the third. No runs, 1 hit. We've completed 3 here at Crosley. It's Cincinnati 3, Philadelphia 1. And let's look for the answer from Franklin. Oh my God, I should have known that, Franklin. I say that as a 40-year career grocery man. Long retired, of course. I was fortunate to be fairly tall, but yeah, I can't even count the amount of times I would be called upon to reach something on the top shelf for a customer, a shorter customer generally. As Ellis gets ready to work here in the 4th, it will be Clemens, Grote, and Rojas. Ellis's team up by 2. Clemens, the left-handed batter, struck out his first time up. Here's the pitch from Ellis, a 6-10 to the left-hander. That's catcher's card X. That's going to be Edwards. Edwards, a fine receiver, a 2E4. Here's the play on a 4. Pop out to the catcher. 1 away. And here's Dick Grote now. Grote singled and drove in the Phillies' only run of the contest so far in the 2nd. Ellis into the windup now. Here's the pitch. It's a 4-9 to the right-hander. Base hit. Is that the number he rolled last time? I think it is. The 4-9 end home run. Grote, of course, a week. And he's got himself a single. I think he rolled a 4-9 here in the 2nd inning to get the single. In fact, I'm almost sure he did. That's what drove in Callison, who walked. Here's Cookie now, 1 out and a runner at first. Ellis from the stretch. Pitch to Cookie, a 5-2. It's a grounder to first base X. That's going to be Perez. He's a 4E17, and here's the play. On a 6, he can't get it. That's going to be a 1-base single, 1 asterisk. Grote will hold up at 2nd, and the Phillies have runners at 1st and 2nd with 1 down. And Clay Dalrymple will be the batter. Dalrymple stands in from the left side. Cincinnati infield at double play depth. Ellis from the stretch. Comes to the plate on a 6-7. Double to 11, but oh my goodness, on a 12, that's going to be caught in right field by Queen. Grote can try to tag up on that. But he's a 1 through 10, so he will not. That'll just go as a fly to right, 2 down. And Culp will be the hitter. So Ellis trying to use Culp as the out man here. And here's his pitch on a 4-6 grounder to short. Cardenas takes it. He'll go the short way and shovel it to Helms. And that'll do it. So the Phillies get a couple of hits and leave a pair. They've had a couple of opportunities so far. They just haven't been able to break through against Ellis. Culp, meanwhile, he's been walking a high wire act here so far this afternoon. But he's still in the game. Bottom of the order for Cincinnati, Cardenas, Edwards, and Ellis. And looking at the comments now, the chat. Oh, geez, Franklin, you're not kidding there. That's an understatement. You're lucky if you could find someone who knows where things are. You want to have some fun with people in a supermarket? Ask them where the capers are. At least half of the people you ask will not even know what a caper is, much less where it is. I used to do that to new box boys, or courtesy clerks as they're called now, and ask them to go get me a jar of capers. What aisle are they on? And they just give you that deer in the headlights look. Here's Cardenas now. He blasted a 3-run homer his first time up. Culp into the windup. It's a 2-11 right-handed. Oh, God, he just missed another one, didn't he? Single to right. He reaches out and pokes it into right. Cardenas is on fire, folks. He's an asterisk 16. Culp with a terrible hold. 20. He'll have to be held on. That'll make him a 1-18. He's going to try for the lead. 4 or a 6. On an 8, he does not establish a good lead. Culp's next pitch to Edwards. On a 5-8, high fly ball into right field. Back goes Callison. It's gone. Home run, Johnny Edwards, and he is an N against right-handers. Let's look at that again. 5-8, left-handed, homer to 18. It is an 18. He just does get that fence scraper out of here. And it's 5-1. For Edwards, his second home run of the season. The one Cardenas hit was his third. That's right. Again, all in the he hit 2 in the previous game against the Phillies. So all 3 coming against Philadelphia pitching. 5-1. Nobody out. Here's Ellis batting left. On a 6-9, he strikes out. And here's Harper. The pitch to Tommy Harper is a 2-4, fly to right field. It's going to be playable for Callison. He's got it 2 away. And here's Tommy Helms now, 0 for 1. He was hit by the pitch his last time up. Culp into the windup. It's a 5-6 to the righty, single to 7, but that liner is going to be speared by Dick Allen, and that's going to do it. The Reds, however, 2 runs on the 2-run blast by Johnny Edwards. After 4 complete, they lead at 5-1. And welcome Rhodes Scholar. And yes, possible home run robbing. Assuming you're using the max rules, of course, I think. I'm not sure about that. I know in the Windows game you can play the Super Advanced and not have that turned on, so it is possible to play it both ways. And now Kurt's got another supermarket reference about the pickle. Oh my God, I did not know these things. Yeah, I keep a jackhammer out in the garage just for pickle jars. Okay, Phillies trailing 5-1. They'll have the top of the order in the 5th. It'll be Briggs, Allen, and White. Ellis pitching a fine ball game. 4 hits allowed so far, all singles. And here's the pitch to Johnny Briggs on a 4-12. He reaches out and pokes one into left field for a leadoff single. So Briggs aboard to start things off here in the 5th. And here's Dick Allen, 0 for 2. You kind of get the feeling Allen's going to bust out in this series from the stretch. Pitch from Ellis on a 4-7, fly to center field. Pinson ranging over, he's there, 1 down. And here's Bill White now, 0 for 1 with a walk. Ellis from the stretch. Pitch to White is a 4-11 to the left-hander. It's a high fly ball to right field. Back goes Queen. It's gone. Home run, Bill White. And suddenly we've got a 5-3 ball game. Let's take another look. 4-11 to the left-hander to 14 on the roll of a 2. And for Bill White, his 4th homer of the year with 2 RBIs gives him 15. And that puts him among the league leaders. So 5-3 now. 1 down. Johnny Callison will be the hitter. Ellis, a 6 endurance. Here's the pitch to Callison. 5-10 to the left-hander. That's going to be a fly ball into center field, shallow. Here comes Pinson, still coming. Finally does catch up with it. And with 2 out, Doug Clemens will be the hitter. Clemens 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Ellis. A 1-7, single to 2, but that liner is right into the glove of Tommy Helms, and that will retire the side. The Phillies, however, score 2 runs on the 2-run blast by Bill White. We go to the bottom of the 5th, Cincinnati 5, Philadelphia 3. Culp, like Ellis, also an S6 for endurance. And it'll be Rose, Pinson, and Perez. Johnny Edwards Day. That's right, Mike, he did. Yeah, I watched most of that game. Except for about 10 minutes or so where I had to go put the clothes from the washer into the dryer. Johnny Edwards. Here's Pete Rose now. Ray Culp into the windup. That's going to be a 3-5 against a righty. Base hit Pete Rose. So Rose aboard with a leadoff single. Here's Veda Pinson now. Rose taking his lead. Culp threw over there. Rose back in. From the stretch, the pitch to Pinson. A 3-7. That's a base hit into right field. That's an open single. Rose can try to go to third on that. Callison, however, a -4 cannon in right. Rose a 15 to third, 17. -3, 13 with nobody out. He's going to hold up. And with Culp getting cuffed around, we're going to see some activity in the Philadelphia pen now. Too early for Knowles, who pitched in this game in real life. Ray Herbert will get loose. Herbert the righty. First and second, nobody out, and here's Perez. They'll play at double play depth. Here's the pitch. It's a 4-9. High fly ball to deep left field. Back goes Clemens. It's gone. Home run Perez, a 3-run shot. Tony Perez. And just like that, it's 8-3. And here comes Gene Mauch, and that's it for Culp. He's seen enough. One batter too late, probably. Culp 4+, surrenders 3, 4, 6, 9 hits, 8 runs. He walked 3 and hit another. And struck out 2. And here comes Herbert. Ray Herbert, a righty. And here's Mel Queen. Queen 0 for 1 with a walk. The pitch from Herbert. 5-5 against the left-hander. Tapper down to first. White has it. Flips to Herbert, covering, 1 down. Here's Leo, 2 for 2 with a home run. The windup, the pitch, 6-8, high fly ball to left field. That's going to be down and into the gap. Cardenas rounds first. He's headed into second, and he's in there with a double. And Cardenas now just a triple from the cycle. Holy crap, this guy is hot. 2 home runs in the last game. And here's Edwards, who has a 2-run blast of his own today to go along with a walk. The pitch from Herbert, a 4-5, grounder to shortstop X. That's Grote, 3E22. Here's the roll on the play. On a 13, he makes the play. Runner will take third. So a 6-3X, Cardenas into third with 2 down. And Sammy Ellis will be the batter. Ellis will bat. Left-handed hitter. The pitch is a 6-4. That's catcher's card X. That's going to be Dalrymple. 2E3 with a -2 arm. Here's the play, a 4 on a 2, a wild pitch and pop out. So the wild pitch is going to score another run. Cardenas in to score. Wild pitch charge to Herbert. And Ellis retired on the pop out. That'll retire the side, but 4 big ones for the Reds. 4 hits. A 3-run blast by Tony Perez. I forgot to look him up. For Perez, that's his first home run of the season. Kind of surprising in a way, but not really. He hasn't played that much. Coleman has had the lion's share of the starts at first base so far for Cincinnati this season. So after 5 complete, it's 9-3 Reds. And we got the makings of a laugher here on a Thursday afternoon. So let's start a little something in the chat with you guys. We got enough people here, like we did the other day with the greatest fielders of all time at each position. Pick a topic, or if you want, I'll pick one. I'll throw something out there for you guys. How about best outfield arm and or best throw you ever saw an outfielder make? As we go to the 6th, it'll be Grote, Rojas, and Dalrymple. Ellis sitting in the catbird seat now with a 9-3 lead as he goes into his windup. The pitch to Grote, a 3-7 to the righty. It's a fly to center. Easy play for Pinson. He puts it away, and there's 1 down. And here's Cookie. Rojas 1 for 2. Ellis the windup. Pitch to Rojas, a 6-5 to the right-hander. There's a fly ball into left, lazy fly. Harper drifts over and makes the catch for the out. And here's Dalrymple now. 0 for 2 Clay is today. Left-handed batter. Here's the pitch on a 2-3, and Dalrymple has a base hit up the middle. A 2-out single for Dalrymple. And now we'll have a batter for Herbert. Herbert worked an inning, gave up a hit. No walks, no Ks. For the Phillies, Bob Buell will get loose. And we will have a batter now. Runner on first, 2 down. Why not? He's got a little pop. Tony Gonzalez is going to come off the bench. Here's Tony, left-handed batter. Pretty good card. Ellis from the stretch. Pitch to Gonzalez, a 6-6, and he walks him. First and second, 2 down, and now there's some action down in the Cincinnati bullpen. Ted Davidson getting loose alongside Don Notabart. So a lefty and a righty down there. Gonzalez aboard. First and second, 2 out, and here's Johnny Briggs. Briggs 2 for 3 today. Ellis in danger of fatiguing here in the 6th. Here's the pitch to Briggs on a 6-4. It's a fly to center field X. That's going to be Pinson, a 2E14. Here's the play. On a 1, Pinson can't get it. It's a double 2-base advance. Here comes Dalrymple in to score. It's an RBI double for Johnny Briggs. Gonzalez takes third. So 9-4 now, runners at second and third. Ellis is fatigued. Here comes Don Hefner. And that's going to do it for Sammy Ellis. So both starting pitchers with early showers today, and if you caught my pregame introduction, it would come as no surprise at all. Ellis ends up going 5 2/3. Six, 7, 8 hits. He walked 3. Struck out 2. And they're going to bring in Notabart. I did have Davidson out first, but you can guess why the Reds would not bring in the lefty Davidson in this situation. With Dick Allen coming to the plate. Dick Allen with one of the greatest cards versus left-handed pitching in the history of Strat-O-Matic. So, second and third, 2 down. Here's Dick Allen now. Notabart ready to work. The pitch to Allen, a 2-7. Tapper down to short. Cardenas has it and throws him out to end the inning. Phillies get a run on 2 hits and leave a pair. As Bob Buell comes on, it'll be top of the order for Cincinnati here in the bottom of the 6th. Buell, of course, coming over from Chicago in that big Ferguson-Jenkins trade, along with Larry Jackson. I'm looking at the outfield comments. Tim Raines. Now that one comes as a surprise. Oh, double off of Tim Raines. Doubled off Tim Raines. I'm sorry, Kurt. I get it now. They've got that damn heart right in the way of the last thing that's typed. You know what I mean? I think Clemente pretty much lifetime. Most people would agree on that. The best single throw I ever saw was by Ichiro Suzuki to third base. It was a laser on a line. I mean, it was a laser. There was hardly any arc to the ball at all. Tommy Harper will lead off the bottom of the 6th for Cincinnati. Bob Buell takes over the pitching for the Phillies. Here's the pitch to Harper. It's a 2-7 to the right-hander. Oh, my God, look at that. Fly ball to left field. Playable for Clemens. He's got it right in his good column, right in the middle of it. And the batter will be Helms. Helms 0 for 2. Buell into the windup. Pitch to Tommy Helms is a 4-7. That's a base hit. So Helms with a 1-out single. And that'll bring up Pete Rose. Rose crouching in his left-handed stance, 1 for 3. From the stretch now is Buell. Here's the delivery. It's a 5-10 to the left-hander. Catcher's card X. That's going to be Dalrymple. Clay, a 2-E3. Here's the play on an 11. That'll be the error range. An E3 on the roll of a 6. He makes the play. Runner advances on a ground ball C. Little dribbler in front of the plate. Dalrymple pounces on it like a cat. Throws down to first and does just nip Rose by a step as Helms takes second. And with 2 away, it'll be Veda Pinson. Pinson 2 for 3 today. Here's the pitch. A 1-8 grounder to short. That'll be Grote. He makes the play to retire the side, and that'll do it. No runs to hit, a man left after 6 complete. Reds 9, Phillies 4. Notabart coming back out to pitch the 7th. I'll have to kind of wing it with this red bullpen. Davidson still tossing lightly. Notabart into the windup now. Here's the pitch to Bill White. A 3-10 to the right-hander. Comebacker. Notabart has it and throws him out. And here's Johnny Callison, 0 for 2 with a walk. Notabart gets his sign from Edwards. The pitch is a 6-7 grounder to second base X. Left-handed hitter, that's going to be Helms, a 2E16. Helms behind the bag. Here's the play. On a 2, he can't get it. That's a base hit. So 1 out single Callison. And here's Doug Clemens. Clemens 0 for 3. Not a Bart from the stretch now. A 4-4 to the left-hander. It's catcher's card X. That's Edwards again, a 2E4. And here's the play. On a 17, pass ball and foul out. Runner will move up. Pass ball charged to Edwards. Callison takes second, and with 2 away, Dick Grote will be the hitter. Not a Bart from the windup. A 5-5 to the righty. High fly ball to left field. Caught by Harper to retire the side on a 20. And that would have been an end home run 1 through 5. The third such roll for Grote in this game. He singled on end home runs in the second and in the fourth. Grote a week, of course. And that will retire the side. No runs to hit, 1 left. We'll stretch for a few minutes. I'll be right back. And no, that was not a truck backing onto the field. That was just my microwave. I'm looking at the chat now. All good ones. Anybody miss one? I saw Ken Griffey as a rookie pick up a ball on the track and nail a runner at third. Junior, of course. It was 1989. I think that was his rookie year. I believe he was 19 years old. I remember Harold Reynolds. They had drafted Griffey, of course, #1 pick overall, and the Mariners had a practice of inviting the high draft picks to spring training or to a workout, perhaps. And they're at the workout. Griffey steps into the cage, starts raking. Harold Reynolds turns to Alvin Davis, the first baseman at the time, and he says, "Shit, Alvin, that kid is the best player on our team right now." Okay, we're ready to roll in the bottom of the 7th. It will be Perez, Queen, and Cardenas due for the Reds. Bob Buell enters his second inning of work. Perez stands in. The windup from Buell and the pitch is a 2-7, struck him out. So Perez down on strikes, and that'll bring up Mel Queen. Buell gets his sign. The pitch to Queen. 3-7, swung on and missed, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Bob Buell. And here's Leo. Homered, singled, and doubled. Buell's pitch. A 6-7, grounder to second base X. That's going to be Rojas, a 2E15. And here's the play. On a 10, that'll be the error range. On an E15, we've got the roll of a 2. And he makes the play. It's an E1 on a white die 1. 2 through 6, a ground ball A. So 4-3-X, 1-2-3 go the Reds, and after 7 complete, 9-4. Notabart in R3 as he begins his 3rd inning of work. Jack Balshin and Billy McCool begin tossing in the Cincinnati pen. Rojas, Dalrymple, and the pitcher's spot due for the Phillies. Here's Cookie Rojas now, 1 for 3. Notabart into the windup. The pitch is a 5-7, struck him out. So Cookie down on strikes. Here's Dalrymple. Clay 1 for 3. Notabart into the windup. On a 1-6 fly ball to right field. That's going to be Queen. He's got it, 2 down, and now we'll have a pinch hitter. Pinch hitter for Bob Buell, who goes 2. 1 hit, no walks, 2 Ks, no runs. Rick Wise will come on for the Phillies in the bottom of the inning. And now they need a batter, and it's going to be Harvey Keene. Keene just purchased from Chicago yesterday. Purchased for cash. So here's Harvey Keene with 2 away. That's a 4-12 to the righty. Fly to left field. Playable for Harper. Drifts over a bit and makes the catch for the out. And 1-2-3 go the Phillies in the 8th. And the Phillies are just about out of chances here. Rick Wise will come on to pitch the bottom of the 8th for Philadelphia. Edwards, the pitcher's spot, and Harper. Here's Edwards now. Rick Wise ready to work. The windup, the pitch, a 1-5. He strikes him out. Now we'll have a batter for Notabart. Not that they need the runs. Just I'm not going to pull another wood chick here. Those of you guys who watch the game know what I mean. Notabart worked. Well, no, he only worked 2 1/3. He's actually fine. That's all right. He's coming out anyway. I already did it. 2 1/3 for Notabart. 1 hit. No walks, a strikeout. No runs. All 4 charged to Ellis. Nine to 4. Davidson was already loosening. He's going to come in. Does not feel like a McCool situation. Batting for Cincinnati will be Art Shamsky. So here's Shamsky now with 1 away, left-handed hitter. Wise into the windup. On a 4-8 base hit up the middle for Shamsky. So Shamsky with a 1-out single, no threat to run. And Tommy Harper will be the hitter. Wise the glance at first, now from the stretch. Pitch to Tommy Harper is a 6-9. Grounder to third B. That'll be a force play. Allen throws down to Rojas. That's all they're going to get. So Shamsky's forced. Harper at first, and with 2 out, Tommy Helms will be the batter. Pitch to Helms on a 6-7, grounder to second base X. That will be Rojas. 2E15, and here's the play. On a 9, that's the error range. So on an E15, we got the roll of a 10 and a fine play by Cookie Rojas to end the inning. No runs, a hit, a man left. And we go to the 9th. Reds up 9-4. Ted Davidson will come on to face the top of the order. Briggs, Allen, and White. Oh, Mike, I remember that play very well. The one where he cut, the ball was fly ball to center. He was playing right field. Ranged over and cut in front of Jimmy Wynn, who had an injured shoulder, and threw Sal Bando out at third base. Or was it the plate? I'm fuzzy on that detail, but I sure remember that throw. Of course, you had a good catcher's arm out there. Here's Johnny Briggs now. 9-4 game. Ted Davidson on to pitch. Left on left. Here's the pitch. It's a 5-4. Catcher's card X. That's going to be Edwards, a 2E4. And here's the play. On a 17, he makes the catch. Foul out to the catcher. 2X, 1 down. And here's Dick Allen. Davidson gets his sign. The pitch to Allen on a 110. Base hit up the middle. Allen versus a lefty. What can I say? So a 1-out single for Dick Allen. And Bill White will be the hitter. White, 1 for 3 today. A 2-run home run in the 5th. Davidson from the stretch now. Pitch to White, 112. It's a grounder to second. That's going to be a force play. Helms will take it, go to Cardenas, and that's all. And with 2 down, the Phillies are down to their last out, and it'll be Johnny Callison. Runner on first. Davidson from the stretch. Pitch to Callison on a 3-8. Triple to 3. Just misses it on the 4. That'll be an open double. Double to center where Pinson's a -2. White can try to score on that. 15, 17, 15. But trailing by this many runs, that would be crazy. So he's going to hold up at third. Second and third. And they'll have a pinch hitter for Clemens. Against the left-hander, Clemens is just too bad. Could be Brandt. That's who it's going to be. Jackie Brandt's going to come on now and hit for Clemens. So here's Jackie Brandt, 2 outs, runners at second and third. Davidson into the windup. Pitch to Brandt on a 5-10, and he walks him to load the bases. So there's still some hope for the Phillies. 9-4, it doesn't quite bring the tying run to the plate. But Davidson's trying to make it exciting. Now McCool throwing again as Dick Groat steps in. Davidson gets his sign, full windup. Pitch to Groat on a 3-6. He walks him to walk in a run. White will score. RBI Groat. It's 9-5. And now the tying run will come to the plate in the form of Cookie Rojas. Davidson surrendered 2 hits and walked 2 here in the 9th. McCool's ready. Davidson's going to pitch to Rojas. And here's the pitch. On a 2-8, grounder to short. That's going to do it. Cardenas has it, and that's the ball game. So a high wire act for Davidson here. The Phillies get a run, but it's not enough. 9-5 is the final. And the surprising Reds sweep a 2-game series from the 8-2 Phillies. The Phillies dropped to 8-3. Cincinnati improves to 3-6 on the season. Ellis, the winning pitcher. Ray Culp takes the loss. Davidson, in his 1 inning, surrendered 2 hits, 2 walks, no Ks, and a run. Wise, in his inning, a hit, no walks, a strikeout, no earned runs. Your totals for the ball game for the Reds: 9 runs, 12 hits, no errors. For the Phillies, 5 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Oh God, Franklin, that's painful to watch to this day. When I was watching that game live, I would have been, 14? For Sammy Ellis, he came into the game 0-2. That's his first win of the season. He's 1-2 now. For Culp, he came in 0-1. He drops to 0-2. And with limited innings on that card, I have to assume he will be replaced before too long in the Philly rotation. So that's your ball game for today. The Reds beat the Phillies 9-5. I want to thank everybody for joining me on this day. Tomorrow will be the San Francisco Giants at the Houston Astros, and that'll be Ron Herbel and Larry Dierker. Mike's familiar with Dierker. That's right. So thanks again, guys. That's it for me. I'm going to head on out of here, and you guys all have a wonderful evening. Thanks so much. Take care, everybody.